on you guys, but things should be kicking off here now. Global looking to take their talents towards this A side. Two defenders on that A side here from the side of Damwon, and the quick dash in from SK Rossi gets the opening picker on the UG, and Texture will be able to hold him back for the meantime. Can he find the follow-up? He finds a double, dashing in the short, and he gets that one. Will not be able to get any more as Hellranger and Skills clean up the site.
How did Texture get from backside to short in the blink of an eye? Probably a dash, but that was very quick. I like the positioning. He didn't want to play for Hell because he knew that he was going to get overwhelmed by the rest of the members that Global Esports was just coming in to push. Spike has been planted. Hellranger, more of a crossfirer than anything with the utility, but as his fault line does come back off cooldown, this is where perfectly they'll be able to set up the fight against the retakers. Now, Damwon gonna have to just try to isolate some couple of fights here, all up into the air for Secret, and we'll see if the Secret is out or is it going to be kept, as Skills as well as the Sova will be in this 2 versus 1. He's way out into the open, and you sure be damn well known that he's not gonna be able to clutch that.
How long will that continue to remain true here is really going to be the question for things, as once again, A site looks to be under attack by Global.
Oh, that is a beautiful spray down, mow down by Scrossi as well as Golu. And, well, it's going to be a quick take onto the site itself. It usually, goes to the wayside like that. I think this particular map in general might actually favor Global Esports the most, especially on this first half, just because of, you were mentioning it already, Black. They love to go for such aggressive fights, aggressive takes. And, I mean, Scrossi didn't even need to do that, but he did, and it really shows that VCC be a region of aggressive players.
And, while there are many doubts on if, Global Esports are necessarily as good as they are, at least internationally, when compared to at home, I do think that, SK Rossi, man. I do think that while, Damwon Gaming Kia, they might be the better team, at least on paper and in terms of achievements, I do think that Global Esports matches up versus them quite nicely. I think they actually match up versus DWG.
Agent selection, they really have to just go for that triple A peak, kind of make sure that you can use the jet dashes and everything to set up. But, and this is my point already, Global Esports kind of figuring this out, immediately go for the B site, and I like this. They still are on a bonus round. They have the Spectres in tow, and making sure that everything is just working up for them is going to be good. That was an amazing flash, but Golu, an amazing Gravity Weller. Nonetheless, Zhonghai, last person standing, and Global Esports, flawless round in the third.
A bit of a Freudian slip there, Asarai, but I mean, you were right on the money. Very, very nicely done on that Gravity Well. Propensity to really struggle against very aggressive teams like F4Q, as the panel pointed out, but at some point, they will continue to catch on, and we're going to have to see that come alive here, especially on Haven.
Those are like 100 shots, and just one of them connected onto Skills. But maybe that's enough. Something that also maybe would have wanted to point it out as well, before we did start this match, while we were still kind of preparing for the first round to begin, is I feel like Damwon, being inexperienced with the global scene, might be more structured to fight against structured play. And I think the panel also brushed up on this, where F4Q is all about that aggressive style of play, which always catches you off guard. And Global Esports being from India, and we know we've casted in India. Me and Elu have done that as well in other FPS titles, and we just know that Indian players are very, very aggressive. Or VCC in general. It's not only India, but also a couple of other regions that are encompassed in that particular VCC format. But anyways, Texture gonna have to get out of harm's way, and we'll see if the Sheriff. Never mind.
Okay, looking pretty rough here for Texture, but SK Rossi opens things up now on this A side. Hellranger has been instrumental in the success here of the Global Esports squad in the VCC, and they're looking to continue that here in the LCQ as SK Rossi finds a second shut down by Zhongyi, but at this point, it's an anti-eco retake. The luck is against you, and honestly, every single facet is working up away from you, as Kappa will get that kill. Very nice name from him, as Global get a 4th round, and they're looking to extend this even further. You touched it right on the nose there, I think, Asarai, where.
Yeah, because, I mean, if you look at it from that perspective, it's more of like they just know what the setups are. They read their opponents already, and again, Damwon, they're a team that just knows how to play against teams in their own region. But if you look at their entire match history and all of that good statistical stuff, they haven't really had any experience with other regions compared to Global Esports, who's actually fought people from Indonesia, from Singapore. It's very easy for them to figure out the name of the game, at least in Southeast Asia. Maybe not in Korea, but I mean, at least they have that propensity to know the adaptability. And I feel like even if they don't make use of that, they still have the layout of Haven, which really prefers, or I think benefits SK Rossi's playstyle. And maybe moving forward, that's something that they can use to close off. Of course, still we are pretty early here, but a 4-0 is still something that's very much difficult to kind of digest if you are a Damwon fan.
I mean, you guys have to remember that VCC has a lot of different regions in that of itself. You got Nepal, you got Sri Lanka, Maldives, Bangladesh, Pakistan, lots of very big regions, and so they are very experienced in these type of fights, and Hellranger will continue to rain hell here now on the C site this time after that breach comes on in. They now have the site fully taken, given away here by DK. They know DWG Kia. They cannot continue to contest this, so the retake is going to have to come in from them. Not a single ultimate up online as we're in round 5 already here for Damwon, and this is not looking too good for them, especially after that opening pick found here by Global.
It's all about that retake. Cloudburst comes in, gives a bit of solace for Texture, but the crossfire good with Golu and his teammate. They know he's in the back of the site. They're making some damage happen. Okay, they've kind of thinned down the herd, but the big problem is there is going to be Hellranger plus Kappa, who is holding this nice little hallway down on C Long. They're popping shots, they're hearing it, but they're seeing the peaks and nobody is on the spike. And this is why Global Esports chose that location. The post plan too good for those at Long.
Yeah.
Now I gotta put my 2 cents as well on the agent select, or not the agent select, but the map select overall. Yeah. I feel like it really favors Global Esports because I think that they're a team that might just want to always play in tighter corners, and it kind of shows, especially with Hellranger being very, very good on his breach. And as I mentioned, Caster's Curse, always a fair mistress. Texture's going to be able to hit a couple of shots. Right click will not be able to refresh because it doesn't get a kill, and obviously this newest patch. Golu's going to have to go in wild, and SK Rossi, what are you doing, man? Just walk straight up. Doesn't get the right click, granted, but the balls, the steeliness of SK Rossi. Still, though, in the end, it's going to be Damwon with the first round of this first half.
I mean, you love to see it. That's where he's made his money. That's where he's made his name, right? On those hyper-aggressive plays. But at some point, as I talked about, at some point, Korean teams, they're really good at getting these reads halfway through. Like a well-trained boxer, like Floyd Money Mayweather, you know, you give them those opening rounds, and then they start to get that read, and suddenly the defense is impenetrable. And it could be a starting point here for Damwon to get back into the game after winning that thrifty round from them. Who knows? This could be the beginning of where Damwon can make this a series.
Damwon's making some work on the A side. Nobody clears A short for some reason. I mean, they did for one round, but not really anymore. Setups on the Astra is good to block the vision, but not really block the bullets. And Hellranger, he's got to be careful in trying to plant the spike down, as there is the Hunter's Fury trying to tag him in. Yeah, he might not kill him on that third one, but he's got to be careful, as someone might actually come in and just spray mow him down. 5-1, 1 minute. There's time to breathe. SK Rossi, he's heard a Cypher Cam, so what's the adjustment here? Seems like just gonna wait a little bit, as now his location has been exposed, and I just have no idea what happened.
This is where things are going to come down to the wire, and you look at this. Damwon, they just clean up house, and this is where really I think the big difference is made between these two teams. Yes, Global, they've got that mechanics, they've got the aim to win the fights, but
you can see on the map, there is 3 members of Global that is just hovering on short, and as they hear that there is going to be that drone utilized, they just go and quickly charge into the site. Eugene's going to have to back away for the moment, but he's already done some damage. He's kind of forced the spike to be planted on the God spot, but this could actually help out Global Esports, who is looking to delay it even further with a Killjoy ultimate being active right now. This is going to buy so much time, and Damwon, they're going to be left scratching their heads what they're going to have to do after the duration of that ultimate.
Yeah, the smokes are going to keep him at bay as well. No more shock darts here to destroy that, but the recon bolt is up online. Information to be given away, but that aftershock is going to be huge. Jiang he finds that kill here. SK Rossi, big player to get taken down. Golu's able to find one on the Eugene, and he's going to find a second. Global Esports completely rounding this out, and Damwon are going to give it up. They're going to go and save the weapons as Global take a 6th round on the board here right now. Very nicely done, but at what cost? They used a bunch of ultimates to get that round, and to be quite honest with you, if it weren't for that final flurry of frags, it could have went the other way, but nicely done from Global to get them that 4-round lead back up once again.
I would actually beg to differ on that. I feel like because of the use of the ultimates, it might have given Global Esports a bit of time to take a breath and actually be prepared for that
they could maybe do here. Okay, that shock dart is going to land perfectly and doing so much damage here onto him, and now Secret's going to have to fall back as Zhonghai taking out trade here by SK Rossi.
Rossi, he was cycling weapons. Oh, no.
Bad habit.
You do not do that to Intro. You just do not. And Intro... No. He has the angle. I don't know, man. There have been some rounds where, due to timing, they have just lost their lives. But, I mean, it won't be too hard of retake here, I'd say, especially when Golu's been knocked out of his block with that stun from the Trailblazer. And that is going to be a perfect.
I mean, there's a reason why the LMG is one of the most feared weapons in a battlefield, and against a full squad rush, who knows, it might just be what you need. That belt-fed action could potentially shred Damwon down. But here comes the Rolling Thunder, going to bring the storm, but nobody really getting hit by that. They've given up the site, looking to play retake here. Damwon knows that they cannot fully take this, up ahead and just hold and anchor the site, so the retake is going to have to come to happen, but it's been very difficult for them to actually retake the site here. Eugene, though, finds an opening pick, and that is huge for them to find skills. Now they can potentially flood this site, dropping down SK Rossi, finding one with a double trade here, comes from Intro. He finds a double kill. SK Rossi finding a double of his own, and they will be able to shut him down. The triple kill now for SK Rossi. Intro with the triple of his own. He has the Odin in hand, could potentially lay the smackdown on them with this big LMG, but it's down to SK Rossi versus Intro. Here comes now the neural theft, then he peeks, and he gets the clutch as well. Intro, a 4K for him, and the 4th round for Damwon.
That is the penetration nation that the Odin gives you. Noble Esports, it was just a matter of time before somebody from Damwon came in and cleaned up at the rest. Now, Zhonghai is going to be able to spot a full force of the brunt of the members here. And, that was a gravity well. SK Rossi was supposed to go for the punish, but Zhonghai, even through the utilities that being thrown his way, he sets it up perfectly, and Secret gobbles up all of the rest. Now we're left to Kappa and skills for the clutch.
Dude, Zhonghai was dead to rights, but the perfect helping from Secret there on Garage was instrumental. He got the triple kill because of a crossfire, and if Secret was not in Garage, by all means, Zhonghai, he would have been dead. Let's see now if this will be able to get them the tie at the end of the half.
SK Rossi, he's kind of threading on thin ice here. Getting double pinged by the recon is going to be quite brutal for him. Texture's been tagged down, knocked away. Sight's still open, but Eugene is holding a nice little angle here. The stun will connect. Never mind. It was just a pixel angle for him. There's a tiny bit on graffiti that kept him safe. And now he has Intro here with him to seal up the rest. Actually, everybody from Damwon has joined the party, has joined the fight, and it's a 2 versus 4 smackdown between Global. This smoke creates some smoke criminal placements from Golu, and we'll see if he can make this happen. He's severely outnumbered here, Black, but he's created some space on Long, and he does have the spike in hand. But he seems to want to fight for the A side, not go to any...
All right, party time here coming in from Global. They're looking to make a play, and can Damwon do something about it? Can they counteract this? SK Rossi, an opening pick from him early. Let's cut on over to mid because that's where all the action is happening here now. Eugene goes down, and they're continuing to aggress down that mid. Kappa, the only player here on this A site, and now they're going to pull back after that opening pick. Eugene, as well, as we talked about, caught off guard, and now Damwon go look to slow the pace once more, but I'm not sure if that's what they need to do here. They're pretty spread out. Nobody really playing with each other at the moment. And this does favor Global because now they can isolate the fights, get those 1v1s, which have been very, very good to them.
Intro. He's not looking in the right direction. He's just about to get a surprise. It's not even Christmas. but his opponent is still kind of hovering somewhere underneath window. But there is going to be a window troll hiding underneath that. Jeonghee as well as Secret, the only two to remain. And they are very, very far from each other with the spike not even in their own vicinity. But Secret, he's hearing a lot of footsteps. One more rotation and that's going to be it. Oh, he's just about to get caught. Oh, unfortunate. Kappa leaving him there to delay. Really good decision. But Jeonghee, yeah, no spike in hand. He's had to pick it up. 20 seconds. I don't think he's going to be able to make this happen.
I don't think so either, and I don't believe that Damwon are playing this right, to be quite honest with you. You give up the opening pick, you're down a man, and then you decide to just split up and continue to fight 1v1s.
A really bad spot. Nobody's going to be holding long now. And SK Rossi, look at this. He has no regard for human life, even his own, as he's out in the open. He's going to get punished for it, but he does have a teammate that is going to be helping him out to clear out on long, as well as deny Texture any form of control to take up on that operator. But as they try to go on short, look immediately how quick Damwon was able to just sneak their way up onto long here. They might not be able to expect this, but Hail Ranger has an inkling. He spotted it out, and Kappa, now giving that information, will be able to whip these guys down, and now it's up to a 3 versus 4. But again, Jeonghee and the rest of Damwon, they do not have the proper weapons to take the A site.
A site here looking impenetrable for the meantime. Global, they're doing a really good job of keeping this eco into, I guess, not the great effect, but Secret, he finds that pickoff. Does eventually get shut down here by Kappa on the back of the site. 3v2 here right now. They could potentially flush him out. He has been pulled by the gravity well, but Skills has got his back, and Kappa gets a third. Damwon, every single player here from Damwon is towards that A site, and this split could come up huge for them, but they're looking to peek here. They've got the flashes, they've got the breach really up and close, and they're looking to aggress, but Kappa! A triple kill for him! He completely shreds him down on A main, and it's a slaughter here. Annihilation from the side of Global, and Damwon are shook.
Oh,
30 seconds left.
Timing! Just literal timing. Peek out with the flash. They all obviously have to try to go for cover, which is literally the wall on their left, but it's a double-edged sword. You line up with 3 of your teammates, and the spray down with the Phantom is easy peasy, lemon squeezy. 12 seconds onto the clock, and Damwon don't give a damn about this round anymore. They're going to be forfeiting it to Global Esports. The slower pace, it seems to might have worked, but I told you, Black, they need that explosiveness, and everybody's setting up. This does not help their case. Global, they're all about the chaos. They're all about those aggressive little micro fights. And even if, yeah, Jeonghee can get those kind of, let's call it exit frags, in the end, it's still 11-6. And Damwon, they have not picked up a round ever since that 9th one on the first half.
Yo, round 17, could we get a replay of that? Because I really want to see how exactly that turned out from the perspective there of Kappa, who just lined everything up. I have to assume that they lined up to get that triple collat and get the triple kill on the spray down, because that was a huge turning point. And now Damwon, they are on the ropes right now. They give up match point. They're going to be poor as hell. Now they have 3 ultimates to use, which could be a turning point for them. But Cosmic Divide and the Rolling Thunder is a single ultimate point away here from Global to get that online. This is looking like a runaway map for them, but this is a final opportunity for Damwon to do something here. Yes, well, they may be damned, because Kappa is looking to shred him apart, although he will not land much. Here comes out the flash, and he's going to fall back into safety.
He got flashed by his own teammate, but
He did.
To be fair, it was to kind of catch Texture as well, as he was looking for the chase. When you know that your Sova or enemy Sova is ulting from that exposed of a position, you just go for it. Speaking of going for it, here comes the double peek once again from Global. They find nobody on long because the trigger has been pulled for that quick rotate onto C. Now, there is going to be Kappa using the drone to make sure that short is squeaky clean, but this is where it becomes very tricky for Damwon. They've all but rotated onto the C site, but they have to peek every single corner. Intro's gone in wild here. They've activated the jellyfishes, and it seems like Damwon, they're making this work. SK Rossi, he only has an operator when everybody is just chiming in on his position, peppering it with bullets, and now, well, Damwon, it seems like they might be able to pick this one back up now that, yeah, it's only Hell Ranger to remain.
Late round push here works out for Damwon. That's exactly what they needed so desperately. And there should be a 7th round on the board for them. Honestly, this is going to be their first round that they've won this entire half. And Hellranger landing that shot, but the crossfire, not expecting Eugene to be behind him. Finally, Damwon get a round in the second half. And they're going to need a few more of those. But because of the, straight runs that Global have been getting, clean rounds, they have...
Let's see. Are you going to be the wind beneath my wings? SK Rossi, he wants to challenge once again, and he don't miss the second shot. Oh my god, he tracked that through the wall, and well, that says it all. That's going to be the 11-7. They have taken down one. There's no Sage for Damwon here, so there's no opportunity to res a teammate. And this is big. Intro's the one to basically kind of cover the lid on the rest of the side here. And SK Rossi, he knew that he was spotted on Garage. It's a common tactic with Jet players, go to a different site. And, well, his read, perfect. And his peak, even more pristine. 3 versus 5 black. And the chances of DWG, excuse me, slowly dwindling down after each takedown.
This is not looking too good for them, to say the very least. SK Rossi opened things up, and the Skills chimes in for another frag, and now Damwon down to just 2 players remaining. This is looking like a potential global esports map, and that is certainly looking to be the case as Eugene goes down. It's all on a secret here, and there is nothing, no stones unturned. They know where he is. Smoke will let him get some bit, but they pull that back immediately, giving him a false sense of security, pulling the curtain, the rug right under his feet, and SK Rossi gets a third in the round. 12-7, Global have match point and potentially map 1.
I'm shuddering in my spot here, not because the AC is like right behind me on full blast, but rather because of how scary Global Esports is on Haven. They're basically unchained. And when you let the dogs out and stuff, and they just go wildly running around in the park, in the garage, this feels like something like that. And speaking of dogs, well, technically not. Trailbase is going to be used to take right in, and skills. Oh, the follow-up. Oh, the beauty. Oh, the textures. It's just filling into the server here as Eugene follows it up once more. Damwon, they have just abandoned all hope of going slow into this, but they get knocked hard by Hellrangers. Still, though, Eugene up and above, up and alive, left to Kappa for the 1 versus 4. What can you do?
They should be able to get this round, but will they be able to get the map? Kappa bring it down to a 1v3. He gets intro, but they now know where he is, and they can set up the crossfire to not enable him to be able to isolate even more fights. He goes for the peek here, and they finally do confirm the kill. 4 rounds that DK Damwon have to come back into versus Global, but will they be able to do it? That remains to be seen. I like what they did there, though, Asarai. Playing Global at their own game this time, going very heavy-handed. If you're going to hit them hard, and that's what DK did. Damwon here, that's exactly what they need to continue doing and be more decisive. That initiative they finally took, will it be too little too late? We're going to find out.
Textures has loaded in.
Yes. Nicely done. Nice fun. That one I don't mind, actually, from you, Asarai.
Thank you.
There they are.
Yeah, but it is, as you said, right? They're playing global esports at their own game, and it seems to be working. But there's 4 big rounds. You know that those rounds can give global all of what they need to push into that one ability to just get that dub. And yeah, you said it already. Golu, also known as Lightning Fast, also going to be playing here in mid, the sneaky beaky spot, but I'm not sure if he's going to be able to make this work or somebody will flush him out. Either way, let's see.
This could be disastrous here for Damwon if they're not able to find him, if he's continuing to remain and do this. SK Rossi finds a pick as Golu finds another here. Secret, he was holding the angle but still gets caught off guard. Eugene, almost a second too late. He does get that down, and Texture is able to get the trade off here. 2v3. Still an opportunity for Damwon to stay alive in map number 1, but it's going to be very difficult, especially with SK Rossi still up online with that operator. You're going to have to play together. Dash is up online for Texture, but what will it really matter? 30 seconds left on the clock. They have to pick a site. It seems like they're going for the
30
C
seconds
site, maybe
left.
trying to go through garage, where SK Rossi is waiting for them at the perfect opportunity. As soon as they peek out of the garage and into the C site, they're going to have to deal with a sniper at the gates, and that is going to be SK Rossi himself. Can they actually force him out here? He has a dash to maybe shake things up, but they have very little time to work with.
13 seconds is not a whole chunk.
seconds left.
And, you know, SK Rossi, he's used the ability that all Asian mothers want to have. It's the wash dish.
Remaining.
Yeah, that's denied it. That's going to be in GG. Oh, no,
GG.
no time. There's 3 people.
No way!
No scope!
No way, SK Rossi!
Banana!